A famous Chinese painter named Qi Baishi had a child at the age of 83. What did he do right to achieve this? Is it related to the well-known tonifying the kidney? At what age can people have children, and what is a suitable age for childbearing? The answers are all in the medical classic of the Yellow Emperor. As we know, human growth, development, maturity, and aging are closely related to the kidney. However, the kidney in traditional Chinese medicine does not simply refer to the kidney organ that excretes urine. Instead, it is a comprehensive concept that includes functions such as reproduction, adrenal glands, control of urination and defecation, and many other functions in the pelvic cavity. For women, the physiological rhythm is based on the number 7. At the age of 7, the qi and essence in the kidney become abundant with the generation of qi of Shaoyang. Therefore, their teeth start to change and their hair turns black from dull yellow. It is an external manifestation of the gradually abundant essence of blood, for teeth are the surplus of bones and hair is the surplus of blood. At the age of 14, the conception vessel becomes unblocked, and the penetrating vessel is filled with qi blood. Therefore, Tiangui arrives. In other words, menstruation begins, indicating that women begin to have reproductive function. At the age of 21, the kidney qi of women becomes more and more abundant, and the wisdom teeth grow out. At the age of 28, women reach their physiological peak, which is also the best age for childbearing. Their muscles and bones are strong, and their hair is lush. After this, the body begins to decline. At the age of 35, due to the decline of the functions of Yangming meridians, namely the foot Yangming stomach meridian and the hand Yangming large intestine meridian, the complexion begins to turn yellow-black, and the hair starts to fall out. At the age of 42, all the yang meridians decline, including hand Tai-yang small intestine meridian, foot Tai-yang bladder meridian, hand Shao-yang Sanjiao meridian, and foot Shao-yang gallbladder meridian. The complexion begins even worse, and the hair begins to turn white. At the age of 49, which is the menopause, Tiangui stops. In other words, amenorrhea begins, and women can no longer have children. Similarly for men, the physiological rhythm is based on the number 8. To put it simply, with the rise and the fall of kidney qi, at the age of 16, they have the reproductive ability. At the age of 32, they reach their physiological peak. At the age of 64, their tiangui is exhausted. The hair on the temples turns white, the body is heavy and lethargic, and the gait is unsteady, and they lose their fertility. Those who can have children beyond the normal childbearing age usually need to meet 2 conditions. First, they have an excellent innate endowment. Second, their qi blood vessels are unblocked. In this way, they have sufficient kidney qi and can still reproduce. Modern people are prone to attribute problems to kidney deficiency or qi blood deficiency. In fact, block is much more serious than deficiency. For example, myocardial infarction, cerebral infarction, and cerebral hemorrhage are all manifestations of blocked qi blood vessels. There are many examinations that can detect purple spots or blood clots in blood vessels, which will cause blockages. Bad moods and chaotic life work schedules will cause spasms, disorder, and tension in qi blood vessels, which affect their normal life state and their reproductive ability. Is there any way to improve one's fertility? Reproduction requires essence. The innate essence is received from parents when the embryo is formed. Thus, what we can only tonify is the acquired essence. Throughout the history, even emperors ate kidney tonifying herbs. However, Simply tonifying the kidney is not enough. Only when all the 5 zang and 6 fu are in a normal working state can sufficient acquired essence be continuously produced, and then infused and stored in the kidney. Using it when necessary and not wasting or over-consuming it can enhance one's reproductive ability.